Amon, thanks so dearly. I just wanted by the way, my brother here, Sojobiri, has talked about PDM money. It's a very common, in my opinion, a misconception. PDM is not a misconception. Just it's important to tell the listeners that PDM is just beyond the money. I mean, it's beyond just the money. There are many aspects that are included in that PDM program. Beyond actually, the money is the least aspect of PDM. PDM is bringing government to the parish. It is evaluating the reach of government to the parish. How is the health sector performing in government? How are utilities, water, electricity at the parish? So the aspect of money is just one aspect of what PDM really involves. PDM is an extension of what came from actually the Bonaba Gagawale Prosperity for All agenda, where in the PFA it was about the sub-county, where we're looking at how can we improve household income at the level of the sub-county, rather throughout the country, but the unit of mobilization was mostly the sub-county because government wanted to make contact with the households using circles, but these circles were being recommended to be built at particularly the sub-county level. The circle, the one that they particularly require that there should be one circle, the sub-county was the one for savings. You know, you could have a marketing cooperative, for example, for various groups of producers of different commodities. But when it comes to savings, the government recommended that you can only have one at the sub-county level, such that it's very easy for government to reach out. Now for PDM, that unit of mobilization is being requested to be at the level of the parish. But the contact, the money aid is not the only thing. It's the whole concept is about the reach of government in all services at the parish level. Now, I wanted to make a comment about a commenter, one of the listeners, who said that now the PO numbers of PLU has moved beyond what I said earlier, 20. I agree that it is true. By the morning of today, I think the extension has been made firstly up to about 50, and PO number 50 is my very beautiful, amazing sister from Toro, Mole Mukidi. And then just a few minutes ago, about 15 or so, while we're in the studios here, the highly esteemed Secretary General of the PLU, Mr. Honorable Daudi Kabanda, very erudite person I highly respect, has just moved, of course, coming from our chairperson, Jerome Hosken Mugabe, has just moved the PO numbers, and they have awarded PO numbers to members of the PLU from what was now 50 to about 58. And my very good brother, very huge, big-time mobilizer from the United States of America, Mr. Coach Gad, as we commonly know him, has also joined that list. So I agree with the person who commented, and I congratulate all those who have been awarded PO numbers. I should be a part. I really appreciate the goodwill, and thank you so much. I'm also praying, and I hope that I will get to be a part. These numbers are an indication of one's contribution in the Patriotic League of Uganda thus far in the journey. They're also an indication of the seniority that the rank and seniority that one has in the organization, the civic organization. It is akin to the what is it for the NRM? The NRA numbers as they were awarded for the army when the president, RO numbers when the NRA took over the presidency in 1986. So I really pray that I'm also, considered to be given a number. There is a gentleman from Juma Busega. He called in last time. Juma Busega who called in and said, "But why are you arresting people?" He seemed to make an impression that because of the swearing in, we are likely to see some arrests going on of some kind. But we know, and this is part of the time is limited. But Amon, this is part of the larger problem we have, that the body opposition political has moved away from the constitutional consensus that leadership must be selected through a popular vote of the people, and that sovereignty is of the people. Once they exercise that sovereignty by casting the ballot and they choose a particular presidency, the process of swearing in must be allowed to continue, and the president takes over office and the country is run. There are people who think that they were running a political campaign on I don't know, it was to Londe, to Anje. I forget the order, but it included, I think, part of Kubanja is to ensure that there is no swearing in. So it is possible that security has received intelligence that there may be elements that want to cause a breach of public peace, to ensure that the process does not happen. And we have very many guests that are coming into the country, in the politicians, even investors, and we're talking about foreign direct investments. We want to make sure that these guests are given the best treatment, and they go with a feeling of tranquility in the country. So it's important that we keep the peace. Thanks, so dear.